Ayton in at center. And for Los Angeles, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and it's Drummond in at the center position. Opening day, Chris, in your experience, which types of teams tend to start the season well, started strong?
Two types. One, the team that has been forgotten about and left out. The team that had a disappointing season the year before, and no one knows the pain that they went through all summer long, waiting to get back to that moment. So they've been incentivized for half of a year to come back and say, wait a minute, it's our turn now. And those teams are sneaky under the radar.
Little chip on their shoulder, in other words.
And then secondly, I would say veteran teams. Teams that know what they want, teams that are focused and saying, wait a minute, we know this is a marathon. Let's take our time, warm up, and stick to the principles right away, and we'll end up in the right place later. A golden opportunity that he can't make good on. Maybe a wake-up call to the D, though. They can't leave him alone like that.
Now Saric, after the missed three from Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And LeBron throws it down hard.
Oh, that's just stellar instincts from James. Outstanding at clogging up passing lanes with his leg.
Booker looking around. And Davis pulls it down.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Yeah, Greg, that's just great defense. Forcing his man into a difficult attempt.
And Drummond is right there.
Yeah, Kevin, he's a phenomenal rebounder. You almost need two players to box out Drummond.
14 feet away. Good on the shot.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
Oh, yeah, that's one of his go-to spots. I mean, you have to pressure him in that mid-range area.
Schroeder, Caldwell-Pope outside. Pass to James. Outside, Davis. Back to LeBron. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Yep, that one goes.
And no one can really compete defensively with LeBron's athleticism. I mean, his strength, just too much to match up with.
Paul passes to Saric. And here is Bridges. Ayton trying to break free. That three off the mark. Schroeder against Paul. Schroeder kicks to James. Pass to Drummond. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Down low. Ayton inside. He's guarded by Davis. Basket, good.
Just terrific at executing in the paint. Ayton has a nice array of shots to choose from.
Schroeder finds Drummond. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, some solid defense from Ayton. Here's Booker, and it's Phoenix scoring again.
He's so aggressive at that end of the floor, and that's a quality all great scorers have.
Schroeder looking over the floor. James outside. Trying to get open is Davis, and it's blocked.
And using that wide reach to reject shots. Ayton can't afford to throw up weak stuff around the big fella.
Lakers shooting their first free throw of the night.
One shot.
Free throw good, Drummond.
Well, perhaps the most physically dominant player in the league, Andre Drummond. His combination of size, strength, and speed is unmatched.
Now here's Paul. Saric inside. Davis is on him. The shot by Saric, no good. Passes it to LeBron. The shot will not fall. So Phoenix will take it the other way. The Lakers beat them last time when these two teams met in Los Angeles.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
They needed more fire and intensity tonight. Even if they don't win the battle of the boards, they have to put up a fight.
Second shot opportunity, and Davis lays it in.
But just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
Now here's Paul. Booker outside. The Suns need to get a shot off. The shot by Sharch, no good.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Excellent court awareness. James has always had terrific instincts as a playmaker.
And coming up as an only child in difficult circumstances, LeBron James said he had to grow up early and take charge of his life at a young age.
Yeah, that's what made him such a solid person and a great basketball player. And ever since he sought control of his own destiny, Kevin, he empowered trusted friends along the way. Hey, he's paved a new path for players taking ownership of their careers.
Now here's Davis, following the miss by DeAndre Ayton. Davis finds Schroeder. LeBron passes to Davis. Makes it off the glass. Davis has got 6 points.
And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they might be pressing a little. I mean, forcing some things. This is a good opportunity to calm everyone down.
To check out DeAndre Ayton here. Last season, he played outstanding. 10th in field goal percentage, and he did his share on the glass, battled his way into the top 15 in rebounds per game.
And, you know, back to his tremendous efficiency shooting last season, top 10 in the league, his dead-eye shooting creates so many opportunities for that offense.
And the focus Paul has on these shots, takes his punishments and stays locked in on the rim, crazy.
Well, C-Web, Chris Paul can make some fancy passes every so often, but he's considered a great passer for making the right pass at the right time.
Yeah, Kevin, and you know, it always doesn't have to be about the no-look pass. I mean, Paul is effective by making simple, fundamental passes and keeping his turnovers down. As impressive as his assist totals are, they are even more incredible when you put them up by his low turnover numbers. Yeah, and the one thing that amazes me about Chris Paul is his awareness on the court. He knows exactly what is going on and what to watch for on each trip down the court.
It's hauled in by the Suns.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
And Booker kicks to Paul. Now the pass to Ayton. Now Paul. He has 5. Right wing. For 3, Bridges. Second chance shot. And Ayton with the layup.
And using that 7'5 wingspan, putting it back off the miss, one of Ayton's specialties.
Booker against James. Caldwell Pope outside. LeBron against Booker. Over Booker. LeBron, good. LeBron's got 6 points. And with Paul, he's one of the most heads-up players in the game.
And personally, Kev, I would love to have played with a guy like Paul, who is always 100% focused on the game. Paul can rub some players the wrong way, but he's the closest thing to having a coach on the floor in the NBA.
No good from Booker.
His field goal percentage has dipped this quarter. I mean, his movement has to be better. He has to find the open spots on the floor.
And it's good for 2.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Now here's Paul with the floater and the rejection by LeBron. Ball against Schroeder. LeBron outside. Drummond. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Here's Paul. He's got 5. Bridges with it. Over James. And again, it's the Suns missing.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Caldwell Pope finds James. And yes, it's good. And now it's a 12-point Laker lead.
This quarter expending tremendous energy at the offensive end. He's not slowing down. He's still calling for it.
Timeout called, the Suns. Chris, at that free throw line, there's a lot of chirping, isn't there, among the players around the lane. It just seems like their mouths are always moving. A lot of chirping.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, for the ones that aren't sucking there and are tired, they're talking to each other. It's the only real break in action. And there's times, too, you get to see what has happened a few of the plays before, so you get to bust the guy up on some jokes or just flat out talking trash. And sometimes guys are saying, I hate to tell you this, but sometimes the guys are going, man, listen, I'm so tired. He's going to make this free throw. Don't push me too hard on this. I got to get rest for a couple seconds.
They say that, huh?
Oh, yeah. Especially to the guys. I remember saying that to Ben Wallace one time. He was my rookie, and I was like, listen, man, you know Legs is going to make this free throw, man. Don't come on. Don't push me all the way into the basket. You'd have a good
What was your response?
He pushed me into the basket.
Now, here's James, following the miss by DeAndre Ayton.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
Now here's Booker. 29 points for him last game against Portland.
And it was not a one-man show. That was the best part. He had just as good a game with his passing as he did with his scoring.
Here's Paul. The fadeaway. Here's Ayton. And just miss after miss right now.
A fantastic effort on D to get up in his face and deny the layup.
Back to Schroeder. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Chris Paul picks up that one.
Yeah, easy call.
For Los Angeles, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls, and Phoenix making a change here. Neto's checked in. Schroeder hits them both. And so it's Neto with the ball. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. It's a 16-point game.
Get there.
With the teardrop, and he sinks the layup.
That's just great touch. The teardrop, well, that's all about feel.
Lakers leading by 14. James looking around.
Right here, back door.
And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Already, they've piled up 8 second chance points.
As well as he's carried himself over the years, I'm amazed by the negativity about LeBron James. I mean, all he's done is 8 straight trips to the finals. Sometimes being on top makes you a target.
Jay Crowder's checked in for Bridges. The free throw drops for James. Chris, you think about what LeBron's accomplished, not just on the court, you know, his activism, his business acumen.
Yeah, shut up and dribble. That's what people want him to do, Kevin, but he's not listening, and thank God for that. It's about his power. It threatens some people. For whatever reason, they love to knock you down a peg. I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, Greg, they've come out of the gate strong at both ends of the floor, just in total control so far.
Now here's Kaminsky. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Inside. And it's Ayton missing. Lakers leading by 17. Schroeder passes to Caldwell Pope. Back to Schroeder. Left side, Davis. Pass to Schroeder. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's feed.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. They've decided to pound the ball inside, using their physicality to set the tone.
Here's Booker. That's good for his third bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Bounce pass, Schroeder. Davis kicks it over to Schroeder. LeBron right side. Shoots it. Rebounded by Kaminsky. Suns trail by 17. Booker outside. There's 31 seconds left to play in the first. Pass to Neto. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it go with a 3. A nice shot by Booker. Booker's got 9.
His shooting has been a bright spot for them. Otherwise, they've struggled as a whole.
And here's Schroeder. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Los Angeles. He was a true standout at the offensive end, both with his scoring and his passing. Back right after this. LeBron James is the all-time leader in playoff field goals made, and he had this to say about his ability to nail clutch shots.
I always feel like I got it. I always feel like I got it in the clutch, no matter what's going on throughout the course of a game. Even when you're struggling at times or you're not shooting the ball particularly well, I just feel like it's going in.
And you know, Greg, that's the type of confidence you got to have.
The words of a leader. James has proven time and time again that he's dangerous in late game situations.
Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Vamonos. And for the Lakers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Well, no question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
They've got Kyle Kuzma. Montrezl Harrell is out there with Davis. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Caruso in at the 2. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter. Neto can't get it to go.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Schroeder against Booker. Schroeder passes to Kuzma. Fade away. Rebounded by Kaminsky.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. Davis, the pass to Caruso. Dishes to Schroeder. Here's Caruso. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Davis. Rebound by the Suns. Ayton's got 5 rebounds tonight. Suns trail by 16. Neto kicks to Booker. Passes to Kaminsky. Now Crowder. Back to Kaminsky. Ayton trying to break free. Can't get it to go. He's taken 2 and missed 2. Schroeder passes to Davis. And Davis throws it down.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Now here's Booker. 9 points in the game so far.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Well, they look like they just wanted more right now. You got to love the hustle. When the D forgets about him on the perimeter, they're playing with fire. Lucky they don't get burned here.
And the shot goes in.
Some great awareness being shown by Crowder. Spotted the open man and made a fantastic dish.
Here's Schroeder after the Suns pick up 2. Loads it up there for Harrell. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Now here's Ayton. Kicks it to Kaminsky. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Kaminsky's got his first points of the game.
Such an advantage for Kaminsky. He can finish inside with either hand.
Schroeder outside. Takes the 13-footer, and he nails the jumper. Schroeder's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
A nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
I mean, I don't know what they were thinking. You have to know the scouting report. He's a threat from out there.
And Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
And Phoenix has possession, following the miss by Kyle Kuzma. And that one's good, Ayton.
Oh, that's some skill on that assist. I mean, the timing has to be perfect on a lead pass.
Now here's Schroeder. He's got 8. Kuzma finds Davis. From the arc. That shot no good. And Phoenix will come the other way. Their next game is at the American Airlines Center in Dallas for a game with the Mavericks. And that'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. Here's Neto. And the pass to Crowder. Kaminsky with the ball. And he makes that one. Kaminsky's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
Now look, guys try to get physical with Kaminsky, but he has the body control and focus to finish through the contact.
Kuzma with it. 14 points from him the last game against Houston. And they double up Davis. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That is his first foul of the game. Chris Paul's checked in for the Suns. Davis inside. He's guarded by Kaminsky. Guys sometimes don't make it big when they first get on the scene. Late bloomers that have caught your eye right now in the league. Guys that have really picked up their game.
Well, how about D'Angelo Russell?
Good one,
let's talk about getting traded, having to move at a young age. That really could be devastating for some players. So for him to have the skill set and the mental frame of mind to fight over that, I love it. And how about Julius Randle? Yes. I mean, I didn't see it coming. I knew he was a beast, but he's a beast.
You mean he's a beast?
Yeah, something like that.
And so he hits both.
It's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Now here's Ayton. 6 points for him. Booker outside. 5 to shoot. Lets it go. But he stays with it. Launches a 3. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
And there aren't many players more reliable from three-point range than he is, especially when the D's playing off him like that.
Here's Caruso. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And here's Schroeder. Goes back up. Goes up again. In deep. Davis drops it in. Davis has got 16.
His individual effort has been outstanding tonight, and it's helped him grab the lead.
Paul dishes to Booker. He kicks to Ayton. Booker outside. Offline with his 3.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
And Davis puts it in.
He's got the hot hand right now. As long as he can keep getting open, they've got to keep feeding him.
Booker outside. Pass to Kaminsky. Here's Crowder. Al Paul shoots over Schroeder, and Davis pulls it down. Davis has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Here's Caruso. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
All right, a chance to see stats for Paul. Great showing for him last season. He put up about 15 points a game last season. 8 assists and 4 rebounds. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
He's oozing with confidence. I mean, and it shows. Every time he steps on the floor, he expects to dominate.
And the first one drops.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
And the Lakers making a change here. Morris is checked in. And then for Phoenix, Sheck Diallo comes in for Kaminsky. And Mikal Bridges subbed in for Crowder. That one is no good. Chris, what's your definition of most valuable player?
LeBron, Michael Jordan. Okay, the best player in the league. That's my definition. Who makes players better? Who brings the fans into the game? There's only one type of player that's an MVP, and there's only about 6 guys in a year that can be MVP. But if you're talking about guys that help you, let's say, are the best on a contract or getting the most bang for their buck, you got to look at guys like Siakam. You know, he's just making over $2 million this season, still playing on that rookie contract, and those are the guys that are on their way up. So you can always find young talent playing for maybe less than what they should be getting at that time, but the most valuable player continues to be the top 6 players of the league, period.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, and sometimes, Greg, it's the most subtle moves that make the biggest difference.
Some changes for the Lakers. Andre Drummond's checked in for Montrezl Harrell. James comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Alex Caruso. Now here's LeBron. 29 points for him last game against Houston.
And not only that, I mean, if you think about it, he dominated the boards. His energy was incredible. He never stopped working.
And these are his second and third free throws tonight.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, LeBron.
For all those people waiting for LeBron to start showing his age, you might not want to start holding your breath. This man's got a lot of time left in this league.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. They trail by 16. From the low block, again, Phoenix. Now here's LeBron. 15 points in the game. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
James is a workhorse down deep. When he's close to the basket, you better wrap him up.
He's got free throw attempts number 4 and 5 here.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, LeBron. And James drills them both. Paul with the ball. He's got 5. Pass to Diallo. Back to Paul. Passes it to Ayton. Shot clock at 5. Out to the right wing. Diallo finds Paul. That's another miss. Number 4. He's 2 for 6 shooting.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Watch the pick.
Schroeder passes to Drummond.
James.
And here is LeBron. 17 points in the game.
Put it back.
On the wing, James. The pass to Drummond. The second chance effort. Phoenix grabs the miss.
Yo, man up on CP.
Booker with no one around. Rebounded by the Lakers. Drummond's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. It's Caldwell Pope with the drive.
And he's got to do a better job making the D pay for their mistakes.
Bridges, no one around him. And the 3 ball is good. Bridges has got 5 points in the quarter.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
Here's Schroeder.
Hey, Drummond.
Buries it down low. Schroeder's got 10.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
Here's Paul. That one good for 2.
Now, don't let Paul's size fool you. He's as tough as they come.
What do you think about some of the most powerful dunks, Chris? The tomahawk jam reigning supreme. Do you prefer the one-handed or the two-handed jam?
Oh, man. That's
You
so
did
tough.
both so well.
You know what? I prefer a body-to-body dunk on you. Like, remember what Derrick Rose did over Georgia back in the day? Oh, my goodness, off the 2. Or how about Jordan playing against Atlanta when he pump fakes it with one hand like he's going to shoot it, goes down the lane and dunks on Tree Rollins. Just incredible. Or Blake Griffin dunking on anyone. Or Giannis dunking on anyone. Or Embiid dunking on anyone. Or how about LeBron dunking on anyone? So, me, I just want the showmanship. Doesn't matter if it's one hand, 2 hands, 2 legs, 1 leg, 360, or straight body to body. Just give me something.
Yeah.
Give me something.
I like that. Lakers leading by 13. Lob Lob it up there for Drummond. And it's the Suns with the ball. There's a minute 34 left now here in the second. Paul against Schroeder. Paul kicks to Booker. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 3 assists in the game. Pass to Morris. Back to Schroeder. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Exploiting the opposing defense in the paint here. That they've set up shop down in there this second quarter, and boy, are they cashing in.
This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game.
One shot.
Suns trail by 15. Now Paul, 7 points in the game. Pass to Diallo. Schroeder against Paul. Just 5 on the clock. And it's sent back by Morris.
Oh, man, look at Morris. Use his reach to turn away a shot. He's excellent at cornering shooters and sending their shots back.
The offensive rebound. Here's Drummond, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Saric.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. And both free throws good for Drummond. And it's Paul with the ball for the Suns. 17-point game. Saric against Drummond. Saric dishes to Paul. In the corner, it's Bridges. Diallo the pass to Saric. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Paul outside. Shot clock at 6. Back to Saric. Another shot. That shot off. James with a deep 3. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Lakers lead by 17. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. A tremendous game we're seeing from Anthony Davis. He had 18 points, 12 rebounds, and 2 assists. The first 2 quarters tonight looked a lot like what we saw from him in his last game. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
High basketball IQ. Something Anthony Davis doesn't always get enough credit for. He repeatedly makes the right decisions on both ends of the floor. Not many big men can control the game the way he does.
Shaq, what'd you think about Phoenix?
That was very undisciplined half of basketball they just played. You can see it in all the points they gave up at the free throw line. Listen, I don't mind the aggressive attitude, but they took it too far with all the silly, crazy fouls.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, Davis has been exceptional here, guys.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, it could be one of those epic games, but we still have a long way to go.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Getting underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Monty Williams. Sharich and Ayton at the 4 and the 5. Booker and Bridges are the wings. And it's Paul in at the point.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Now here's LeBron. Devin Booker missing his last shot. Schroeder passes to Davis. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. No good from Booker.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Schroeder dishes to Drummond. Kicks it to Davis. Bridges with the steal. And stolen by James. Davis. Some solid defense from Ayton.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
Now here's Booker, 17 points in the game. 6 to shoot. Ball against Schroeder, lets it fly from 18. And Booker able to finish. Booker's got the first points to start out the third quarter for Phoenix.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Now here's LeBron, 17 points in the game. Over Bridges. Here's Davis. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Davis has got 20.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
And Sharich kicks to Bridges. Pass to Paul. Shoots over Schroeder. The shot by Paul, no good.
Only 1 for 5 to start the half. I mean, whatever adjustments they made at halftime weren't the right ones.
James finds Drummond. Over Sharich. He shoots again, and Davis puts it in. He's got 22.
If there's a list of the best inside scorers in the NBA, Davis has got to be right at the top. When he gets his hands on the ball down low, you might as well just count it.
Oh, great flow to that possession. 2 players totally in sync with each other.
Lakers leading by 17. To the paint. With the fadeaway. And it's Ayton with the rebound.
He's been off the mark, but somehow he hasn't held them back as a team.
The drive by Booker. That one doesn't drop. Good D by Drummond. The pass to Caldwell Pope. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 5 assists tonight.
And the versatility of Caldwell Pope, not just the scorer from outside, but also a threat to shoot the ball close to the hoop as well.
Now here's Sharich. He kicks it to Bridges. For 3, Booker drills it from outside.
Good Jay.
Booker's got 5 points in the quarter.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
Schroeder passes to Davis. And it's off the back rim, no good. Suns trail by 16. Bridges with it, picked up by Davis. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. And here's what the schedule for the Lakers looks like. On Sunday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. Then on Monday, they'll face off against Donovan Mitchell and the Utah Jazz. Some changes for the Lakers. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Dennis Schroeder. And it's Alex Caruso in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And a change for the Suns. Johnson's checked in. Here's Caruso.
You got him.
James outside. Cloak loose. Fast break. Here come the Suns. Johnson's got the ball. No good that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Here's James. And he drops in the layup off the glass. James has got 19 points.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Sharge outside. Back to Paul. Pass to Ayton. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you just have to be enticed by the skill set of Ayton, a 7'1" behemoth who plays with a lot of physicality and skill on both ends.
Phoenix shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
First free throw is good. Harrell, he's checked in for the Lakers. Frank Kaminsky, he's checked in for the Suns. Ayton hits them both. And Caruso's got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. 16-point lead. Knocks it loose. Just 5 to shoot. Booker against LeBron. And Booker kicks to Paul. Suns moving the ball around.
Come get it, come get it.
Fires the 3. Kuzma pulls it in. Kuzma's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Well, until he starts knocking down some shots, I don't think the deficit's going to get any smaller.
Here's James. Makes the most of the high percentage shot. LeBron's got 21 in the game.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Paul outside. Pass to Johnson. Shot clock at 5. Here's Ayton. And again, it's the Suns missing.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
The shot's good from Kuzma.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove insurmountable.
Now here's Booker. He's got 22. Yes, that goes in. Booker's got 7 now in this quarter.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
And that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work.
Here's Caruso. Lays it up off the glass. And the Lakers lead by 20.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
James against Booker. Here's Paul. The teardrop falls in. Paul's got 9.
Feathery shot from the clever veteran. I mean, Paul's timing and release just right.
Here's Caruso. Passes it to LeBron. And the pass to Caruso. And here's Kuzma. Defended by Booker. Pass to Caruso. From deep three-point range, James, no good.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
Yeah, that's a good defender making a great play, and he does it without fouling.
A nice shot by Booker.
He's ramped up his game in a big way this quarter. I don't think he likes it when they're trailing.
Lakers leading by 15. Caruso looking for an opening. James against Paul. Davis gets a wide open look. And good. He got the English that time as it falls. Davis has got 24 points. For Phoenix, they've gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Paul passes to Kaminsky. He dishes it to Johnson. Booker outside. Rebound the Lakers. Davis has got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. 17-foot shot on the way. And it's LeBron missing. Paul against LeBron. Paul kicks to Johnson. Now here's Paul. He's got 9. Pass to Ayton. Shoots over Kuzma. And it's Ayton missing.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
LeBron outside. Now the feed to Harrell. Tries again. And Harrell slams it in.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then fouls it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback.
And wow, you just have to love the motor on Montrezl Harrell when he's on the floor. Great on the glass, and he just plays with such a fire.
And the Lakers making a change here. Caldwell Pope's checked in. And Phoenix also making a switch. Crowder, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. The free throw off from Harrell. And with Harrell, you can see how his energy spreads to the rest of the team.
Reminds me a bit of what Fareed used to bring to teams. Harrell is also undersized, but boy, he makes up for it in so many ways.
Another shot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
First free throw is good. Sheck Diallo, he's checked in for Johnson. And so he makes both from the line. Suns trail by 21.
Yo, whose man is Chris?
Paul with the ball. He's got 9. From deep. Rebound the Lakers. Kuzma's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's James, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Chris Paul picks up that one.
LeBron is so aggressive, virtually unguardable, tough to contain when he's going up to shoot.
And it'll be his 4th time going to the free throw line in the game.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
And he can't get the first one. And he sinks the second. Here's Booker. 27 points for him. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And there's the call on Montrezl Harrell. That is his first foul of the game. Paul against LeBron. To the inside. Off the run. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Taking things into his own hands. He's been a beast this quarter.
The Suns shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
One shot.
Free throw good, Booker. And here's Caldwell Pope. 1:51 left in the third quarter. The dish now to James. The floater and the layup is good. LeBron's got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, James is superb at scoring the ball, especially when he gets a pick, giving him all the room he needs.
Passes it to Booker. Kaminsky with the ball. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Paul kicks to Booker. Clock at 6. Back to Paul. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Kyle Kuzma picks one up.
I mean, look, with all the hand injuries he's had over the years, I don't know how Paul's such a good free throw shooter. I mean, some of his fingers look like they got 4 knuckles.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. So he gets them both. And here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up for the Lakers. 22 is their biggest lead. There's the pass to Schroeder. Shoots over Crowder. And it's Schroeder missing. Suns trail by 19. Here's Booker. Steps back and trains the jump shot. Booker's got 15 points in just the second half. And Los Angeles guys shooting around 48% so far in the third. And it's Davis at the elbow. It's hauled in by Diallo.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
And so far, going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Schroeder. Floats it up for Davis. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And here's Booker from the arc. Trains the three-pointer. Booker's got 37.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
James outside. Here's Schroeder. And again, the Lakers no good. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Los Angeles leading by 12. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Caldwell Pope, and it's Drummond in at the 5 spot. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Now here's Schroeder. Got it. Good job in the low post. Schroeder's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Lakers. Booker the pass to Saric. Now Crowder. Back to Saric, and the layup's good off the glass.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
LeBron against Crowder. Nice shot by James. LeBron's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Now you got to be in awe, James, an offensive juggernaut. He's caught fire here tonight.
Booker outside. Over Caldwell Pope. Keeps it alive. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Diallo's got his first basket of the night.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. James. Rebound by the Suns. Paul surveying the floor. He gets that one.
Still very athletic. I mean, Paul putting it on the deck and getting to his spots.
Lakers leading by 10. James outside. Lets it go from deep. No good that time. And Phoenix the other way now. Paul outside. Crowder the pass to Diallo. At the elbow with Saric. Over Drummond. The shot by Saric. No good. Lakers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Caldwell Pope outside. Here's Davis. And he uses the glass on the layup. Davis has got 28 points for the game.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Paul dishes to Saric. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Here's Booker. Pass to Crowder. The tray. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And so James will bring it up for the Lakers. 22 is their biggest lead. Here's Davis. Some solid defense from Saric.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D. Avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, Kevin, you're right. They needed that. And I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
Here's Paul, following the basket by LeBron James. Passes to Diallo. Back to Booker. From 13, it's hauled in by Los Angeles. James has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Loads it up for Davis. A flawless finish on the alley-oop.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. Now here's Paul. Saric passes to Booker. And there it is for him. Booker's got 4 points now in the quarter.
He has definitely shown up to play He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
Here's Schroeder. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Lakers lead by 12.
And how about the move he made there to come up and get himself clear in the lane for the deuce?
Here's Saric, and Davis sends it back. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. So for the Suns, Ayton comes in for Diallo, and it's Bridges in for Crowder. And the Suns call time. The short rest, very important, and one of the benefits of this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade and replenish your energy for the late game push. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, here's what Monty Williams went over with his team during the timeout. He said they played well in certain areas, but the lack of detail to the defensive boards has allowed their opponent too many second-chance opportunities. And that, he said, is the difference in this game. Have to get busy on the glass, Kevin.
Davis with the bucket.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Booker finds Paul. Now Ayton. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Three-pointer. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Chris Paul. The Lakers have gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. Been some solid looks for them. The drive by James. Some solid defense from Saric.
Nice interior defense. Can't give him any space inside or he'll burn you.
Dishes it to Paul. Here's the floater, and he gets it back. Got a piece of it, and stolen by LeBron. Here's Caldwell Pope. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. And the Lakers lead by 13.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Now here's Paul. Shoots over Schroeder. Paul can't get that one to fall.
I tell you what, the spin move did more than just confuse the D. Looked like he's a little woozy on that off-balance attempt.
And Caldwell Pope can be a volume three-point shooter, meaning when he gets a lot of attempts from there, he can fill it up from downtown.
And here is Paul, following the three-pointer from Kentavious Caldwell Pope. The pass to Booker. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Paul. Beyond the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Paul's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Suns. Bridges against James. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Free throw good, LeBron. And so he's able to get one of 2. Suns trail by 14. Booker in the corner. Over Caldwell Pope. That one a little long. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. 22 is their biggest lead. Paul passes to Booker. And that one good.
He is just self-willing his team right now, doing everything he can to keep them alive.
free throw good, Booker.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Outside, Davis. Kicks to LeBron. Ball's knocked loose and taken away by Paul. And the rejection by James.
Oh, James is just a sensational shot blocker. You better check your rear view mirror. He's relentless.
Sharch finds Paul. Back to Sharch. And James picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Pass to Bridges. Knocked away and stolen by Drummond.
I tell you what, they've got a nice reservation for him over on the bench. If he keeps this up, 4th turnover already.
Schroeder with the ball. He's picked up by Paul. 6 to shoot. LeBron kicks to Davis. Got a piece of it. Count it. Good. Davis has got 8 here in the quarter.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Now here's Paul. Sharch outside. Pass to Bridges from downtown. Offensive rebound. That one's in there. The Lakers lead is cut to just 11 on the basket from Ayton.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Oh, it's simple. When you fail to put a body on someone, you're inviting a breakdown on the defensive glass.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
All up top, he's guarded by Schroeder, and they pick up 2. 21 points for Chris Paul.
He's ramped up his game in a big way this quarter. I don't think he likes it when they're trailing.
Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession. Caldwell Pope against Booker. And Davis sends it back. It's LeBron with the drive.
And when you give James a lane to the basket, he's going to dunk it hard. Amazing watching him just glide through the air.
Suns trail by 13.
Who's got Booker? I got you. Hey, coming.
Booker with it.
Screen.
In the corner, it's Bridges. No good with the triple.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Booker against James. Booker draws the double. He kicks it to Sharch. Paul outside, and there's the pass to Booker. Anthony Davis with the rebound.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
James wide open and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. James has got 35.
This is the confidence that James has. He knows he can take and make this shot when given the chance.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good from Booker. 1:43 left to play here in the 4th. Paul against Schroeder. Six on the shot clock. Caldwell Pope outside. But they recover it.
Now that's made a huge difference in this game, if you ask me. Their offensive rebounding has been sensational.
And it's Paul with the ball for the Suns, trailing by 13. A nice shot by Booker.
He's just not going to give up. I mean, if he has to do it all by himself, that's what he's going to do.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for Los Angeles.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Anthony Davis.
When his defense gave them the spark they needed, protecting the rim with purpose, they were afraid to bring the ball inside against the big fella.
Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question. That would be all she wrote.
Schroeder passes to Drummond. Here's Davis. That shot misses. Good D by Booker.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, the game got away from them, but hopefully they've learned some things, and hopefully they'll be able to make some adjustments next time.
Great D that time from Dennis Schroeder. And here is LeBron. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away. And in tonight's game, pride definitely bred at stake. When you were with the Spurs, or any of the teams, talk about some of the epic conference rivalries you played in.
Well, I always go back to playing against the Phoenix Suns in the 7 seconds or less Steve Nash-led teams, along with Amari Stoudemire, and what Mike D'Antoni was introducing to the game back in 2005, 2006, which, by the way, Kevin, everybody's doing now.
Right, yeah.
But tremendous talent on the court at that time, tremendous disparity in style of play, and watching Steve Nash during MVP years trying to conduct his teams against the vaunted Spurs. Fantastic, incredibly competitive match.
And a lot of speed. I mean, it was eye-opening to watch.
And it was the Spurs trying to catch up. So how are we going to do the Rock'em Sock'em game against the 7 seconds or less? We kind of took care of it.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Saric and Ayton at the 4 and the 5. Booker and Bridges are the wings. And it's Paul in at the 1. Now here's LeBron. 29 points for him last game against Houston.
And guys, the other thing that he did well was just facilitate the offense, pass the ball around beautifully in that one, seriously put on a passing clinic.
Here's Booker following the basket by LeBron James. Caldwell Pope with some nice D.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
James, the pass to Drummond. Dishes it to Davis. 6 to shoot. And the officials call a traveling violation. Here's the Suns with the ball. It's a 3-point game. The Lakers beat them last time when these two teams met in Los Angeles.
And it's going to come down to effort tonight. Last time they met each other, they were demolished on the boards, and that rebounding difference led to a sizable loss.
Well, let's see if the lesson was learned from that loss. If they come out with the same type of effort, they can expect a similar result here.
Here's Paul. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Paul's got his second basket.
Well, Booker has established that he can score, and now showing that he can play make.
David Aldridge had a chance to catch up with head coach Frank Vogel. And Dave, what do you have to say?
Hey, Kevin. Yes, when I asked him about his game plan defensively, he said they were trying to shut off the lane and prevent easy baskets. He knows that may leave open shooters out on the perimeter, but he's willing to take that risk. We'll see if the opponent can make those shots. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. LeBron up top, defended by Bridges. Now the pass to Davis. Poked away and taken away by Paul. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. And it's sent back by Drummond.
A high motor keeps Drummond engaged defensively. He doesn't want to let any shots go in.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Booker. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Loads it up for Davis, and Davis throws it down.
That's a perfect lob leading to a spectacular dunk from Davis there. Threw it up on time, on target.
Paul dishes to Booker. Pass to Ayton. Paul against Schroeder. Paul kicks to Booker. The Suns need to get a shot off. And the Suns miss again. Looking at the Suns, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Trailblazers in Portland. Now here's Schroeder. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Offensive rebound. Davis. And it's blocked.
Oh, man, 7-1. Not a good idea to challenge Ayton there.
Schroeder outside. 5 on the clock. From deep.
And you can't be careless around Sarge. When he's on you, he is looking to send that one back.
Booker with it. 29 points for him last game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
Well, what helps that out a lot is he got to the free throw line, which was a real game changer. It slowed down the opposition's momentum and made them play to his team style. Every shot in his arsenal, Devin Booker, is pretty impressive. He can shoot it from deep. He moves well without the basketball. He can create with others. He is a young offensive force and is an interesting player to watch in terms of what develops next.
And the first one at the line is good. And Brent, with Booker, the ball handling and creativity he has puts him among the elite guards in the league.
Yeah, you wonder if Phoenix can find a way to get some more talent around Devin Booker. What happens when all of the attention is not on him? He's already proven he's a great scorer. Where else can he go?
Both free throws good from Booker.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
James, the bounce pass. Caldwell Pope outside. Down low, Davis. Here's Drummond. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Pursues the offensive glass with purpose. Drummond knows who he is, and boy, does he attack it.
Booker outside. Suns moving the ball around. Paul outside. Takes the three. Rebounded by the Lakers. Drummond's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Loads it up for Davis, and Davis throws it down.
A heady play there from Schroeder, zipping the pass to the teammate who had the cleanest look on the possession.
Sharks looking around. Pass to Paul. Fires from deep. That shot off, and it's the Lakers the other way. James outside. Passes it to Drummond. The second chance effort. 5 to shoot. Here's LeBron, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And there's the foul against Phoenix.
Just shake your head at the size of LeBron James, and once he gets into the paint and gets pinballed around, gets that contact and finds free throws.
Still playing at an MVP level. LeBron James, the greatest player of his generation, and some would argue of all time. We can't take for granted what we've been able to witness.
And now in his mid-30s, LeBron showing no sign of slowing down.
Man, his dedication to training and really maintaining his body, second to none. Alongside his prodigious athleticism, it seems that's made a huge difference.
And both free throws, good for James.
Well, every night, the competitive killer instinct of LeBron James makes him as elite as he's been. Of course, a future first ballot Hall of Famer, and a lot of gas, it seems, left in the tank for LeBron James.
Now here's Paul. Oh, Ayton in position. And stolen by James. Pushing it up. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Well, we keep talking a lot about Anthony Davis and the fact that when he was a young player, he played the point guard position, and then all of a sudden grew like 60 inches to play center position. You see that skill set show up now and again, but really what you're seeing now about AD is his maturity in the game, finding spots on the floor where he can absolutely be dominant and control any kind of offensive possession from wherever he is on the floor.
And at Kentucky, Davis mostly an interior player, but he maintained, Brent, all along, he was capable of more than he showed in college.
There's no question about his skill set, and in the NBA, the opportunity, along with the transition of the NBA game, and especially the center position, he seems to be coming along at the appropriate time to show all of his wares off, Kevin.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Timeout called, the Suns. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes, and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated. A moment to check out DeAndre Ayton here. Coming off a terrific season. 10th in field goal percentage, and he did his share on the glass, battled his way into the top 15 in rebounds per game.
And you know, back to his tremendous efficiency shooting last season, top 10 in the league, his dead-eye shooting creates so many opportunities for that offense. Now here's Drummond, following the missed shot by Dario Saric. He kicks to Paul. Bridges passes to Paul. The pass to Ayton. Back to Paul. Will it go? The shot misses. Caldwell Pope with some nice D. And there's another turnover by the Lakers. Now we have a moment to look at how the blocks have been stacking up over the past several months for Drummond.
We're just not seeing that same fierceness out of him defensively these last few months. He's lost a little bit of that intimidation factor. He's not blocking as many shots, and he's not making the same impact on that end of the floor.
Saric against LeBron. Saric outside. Pass to Ayton. And here's Booker, defended by Drummond. From outside the arc, Caldwell Pope with some nice D.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Paul against Schroeder. Outside, Davis. LeBron against Saric. Shoots over Bridges. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Lakers lead by 13.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add two ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
Timeout called. The Suns. The starting gate opening night in the NBA. Brent, what are you most looking forward to?
I just like to see who it is that, in terms of their competitive spirit right now, is coming out of training camp hungry. Let's see in the next couple weeks which team jumps out and which coaching staffs have done a great job preparing their team coming out of camp. Now, we know that teams can fall off, Kevin. The talent will catch up. Other veteran teams may get themselves back into a rhythm. But coming out of training camp, how much more together are teams, and teams that have made changes, what are they playing like?
What's their chemistry? Exactly.
Let's find out how they're going to play this year.
He's checked in for Saric. Now we'd like to take this moment to show you the teams that a year ago made a trademark of scoring points off turnovers. Fourth, the Suns.
And they turned all those mistakes into points at the other end. That aggressive style really yielding big dividends.
Oh, Ayton in position. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
As long as passes are in that area, Ayton's going to get up and go down.
Outside, Davis. Here's the dish to James. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's speed. LeBron's got his second bucket of the night.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to summon up a little more sense of urgency.
Paul with the three, and it's LeBron James with the rebound. James has got 4 rebounds in this game.
Wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
Now here's Paul after the miss from Dennis Schroeder. Bridges kicks to Booker. Back to Bridges. Clock at 4. Pass to Paul. From past the arc. That shot, no good. And the Lakers take it the other way.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Well, the D's so tight on him, it makes him alter his shot. And an easy chance turns into a tough one because the defense is swarming.
Now, here's Bridges. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Kaminsky. Passes it to Bridges. Paul outside. Puts up a 3. Paul can't get that one to fall.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Now here's Booker after the miss from Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
Well, he's just really struggling right now. And with everything he's throwing up, nothing really helping out in terms of his confidence. I mean, these ones aren't even close.
Los Angeles with another miss.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Paul finds Kaminsky. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here is Davis. Last game, 26 points. He dishes it to LeBron. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Ayton.
Well, with a body like that, LeBron James can be as physical as he wants to be and just dare you into making contact.
Los Angeles shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls. He makes one of two that time.
Look at all the coaching changes that the Suns have had through the years, and some of these young players have heard a lot of voices. 7 in the last 8 years, and the team's performance has shown that kind of inconsistency with up and down seasons.
The Lakers have made 3 of 5 free throw attempts.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And the Suns making a change here. Crowder's checked in. And he's good on the second. Suns trail by 13. 32 seconds left to play here in the first. Suns moving the ball around. Booker the pass to Paul. And the 3 off target.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Schroeder against Paul. And there's the pass to LeBron. From deep three-point range, and so it's Los Angeles. 13 points up at the end of the period. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. Right back after this break. You see a lot of players who pick up a controller and fire up NBA 2K, thank goodness, including the king himself, LeBron James.
I play 2K all the time. Seriously, when I'm playing the game, I'm putting certain lineups on the court that I see could actually help us in real life, which is very weird.
Always experimenting, always keeping his mind engaged, Greg, with basketball.
And that's who Bron is. He lives, breathes, and eats basketball.
We welcome you back to Noche Latina. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports, and always exciting. And for the Lakers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Harold. And it's Caruso in at the 2. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter. Lakers leading by 15. Here's LeBron. Oh, that was something else.
Never get tired of LeBron James in the air doing wonderful things.
Here's Paul. And the layup's good off the glass. Paul's got 6.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Crowder against James. And it's Harold at the elbow. Back to LeBron. He's off on that one. Good work defensively by Crowder. And so it's Crowder with it. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Down by 15. Dishes to Paul. Kicks it to Booker. Just 5 on the clock. over James. A nice shot by Booker.
Booker doing a great job of taking advantage right now of the defense.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Loads it up there for Harrell. That one, no good.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
Kaminsky dishes to Booker. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. 17 points was their biggest margin. Caruso looking for an opening. And they double up Davis. Here's Caruso. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Let's go. James with the bucket. And the Lakers lead by 15.
Like seeing LeBron go straight up with that shot. The catch and release almost instantaneous that time.
Here's Booker. Count that bucket. Booker's got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, that's not an assignment that I want there, Kevin. I'd rather do math homework than to try and cover that guy.
From deep LeBron. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Well, the development for DeAndre Ayton is going to be all about the pick and roll, both how he runs it and defends it.
I agree, Kevin. If he works with Devin Booker out there as an offensive threat and becomes a guy who can roll with good hands and finish, that's a key for their offense. And you look at his size defensively, he can be imposing.
Schroeder, and that one falls coming off of Davis's speed. Schroeder's got his first bucket in this one.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Phoenix calls timeout.
You take a look at Anthony Davis and his frame and think about his rookie year coming in so thin and moved around a lot by bigger, stronger players in the post. No longer the case, as he's put on a ton of muscle to that frame and continues to grow in the strength area along with his confidence. That's helped him out a lot.
Checked in for the Suns. Let's give a look now at the 2K leaderboard to see who led the league in assists last year. Third is Chris Paul.
Very few guys pass the ball better than he did. I mean, he didn't just have eyes in the back of his head. It's almost as if he had them on both sides, too.
And after just one season at Kentucky, the slight build of Davis was a concern in the NBA, and the question was, would his body hold up?
Well, he's answering the question to some degree, Kevin, knowing that it wasn't a one-year process to get stronger and to put on that kind of weight. That just comes with physical maturity. Anthony Davis doing a better job of avoiding places where he might get injured, expanding his game to the perimeter, and hopefully some of those things pay off for his longevity for his career.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Now here's Paul. He's got 6. To the left side wing. Shoots from the line. And the Suns miss again.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's LeBron. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got 3 assists tonight.
Shots are just flowing from him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Now here's Diallo. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. He kicks it to Crowder. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Here's Booker. Phoenix no good that time either. Los Angeles leading by 19. Schroeder looking around. Pass to Davis. Now the dish to LeBron. Pass to Caruso. Hands it from downtown. Caruso's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Diallo kicks to Booker. Back to Kaminsky to end the drought. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets. A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Now here's Booker. He's got 6. Shot left block, and it's finished off inside by Kaminsky. Kaminsky's got 7 points in the game. Lakers have gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. Here's Schroeder. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Schroeder finds some deceptive ways to make you foul him. Someone who could nail some shots despite getting hit on the way up.
Most every team now, Brent, looking to run when they can run. Who's the most lethal big man in transition? They can get baseline to baseline in a hurry and make a difference at the other end.
Don't think I've seen any player do the type of things at his size and with his stride than Giannis. I just think there were eye-popping plays that people could not wrap their head around what it is he could do. Taking 2 steps from half court, lengthening out his right arm to finish at the rim, grabbing offensive rebounds from the block, not taking any steps and dunking it over the top and getting to the free throw line. Giannis running in transition as a big is a problem for the defense.
And all that on the offense, but on his defensive side, he was always doing the same kind of things defensively. Blocking shots, blocking out, whatever the case may be.
Yep, causing, just the simple fact of being a deterrent, Kevin, to people coming into the lane and using that length. Giannis Antetokounmpo is something special in that regard as a big.
Both ends of the floor, I totally agree. That free throw good from Diallo. And when it comes to choosing, Brent, the MVP, the Coach of the Year, the Rookie of the Year, all these different great awards, do you like the current voting structure for these big awards right now?
I don't mind the current voting structure. I don't know how you get away from what it is in terms of handing people ballots to figure out who it is that they think have earned those awards throughout the year, Kevin. What I don't like about the structure is that you have media members who are voting on things that have huge financial ramifications for organizations. And when that stuff happens with a player who's going to earn a supermax contract because he made an all-NBA team, what you're going to start doing is restricting smaller market teams from being able to afford the ability to keep their star player with the team. And so that needs to be fixed and fixed immediately.
I do not like the media. Wait a minute.
Wait.
I am the media.
You are the media, Kevin.
Strike that. Let's rewind.
Can we delete that?
The Suns shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Free throw drops for Kaminsky. Now Schroeder. He's got 7. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Wow, how about that? Remarkable verts there from Schroeder as he skies high for an impressive dunk.
Suns trail by 19. Neto, the pass to Kaminsky. Booker outside. Second 6. Takes a shot at the elbow. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Harrell's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Schroeder. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Here's Neto. He's guarded by Schroeder. And here's Booker. He's got 6. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
Looking now at some numbers from Montrezl Harrell. A very nice season for him last year. 5th in field goal percentage, and he's a shot blocker as well. Top 20 in that category last season. Great timing and challenges at the rim.
And yeah, he's one of the most efficient scorers in the league for sure. Moves without the ball, avoids taking the bad shots. That's why he was top 5 in field goal percentage last year. Here's Neto. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
Now here's Schroeder. He's got 11. The shot that time, not on target.
Well, he had the perfect opportunity to finish that one, guys, and just flat out blew it.
Booker. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
They did a better job of getting it inside in that first. They've lost some of that physical edge here.
This is his 2nd trip to the free throw line.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
And the Lakers with some changes. Drummond comes in for Harrell, and it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Alex Caruso. And the Suns also making a change. Bridges, he's checked in for Jay Crowder. Free throw good, Booker.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Lakers leading by 16. Morris outside. Schroeder outside. He's looking for Drummond and finds him. And Drummond throws it down.
With a large frame and a willingness to get physical, Drummond's a relentless rebounder.
Passes it to Bridges. Booker outside. Off target with his 3. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. It's Kuzma penetrating. And Kuzma slams it in.
And got to be aware of Kuzma, especially with how he attacks there off the dribble.
Here's Neto. He's guarded by Schroeder. This one for 3. It's not going to go for him. And the Lakers take it the other way. Lobbed up there for Drummond. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And when he gets himself into the right position, Drummond is so powerful in terms of finishing at the rim. The only way to prevent that alley-oop is to keep him from getting to the launching pad in the first place.
Here's Neto. Rebound Andre Drummond. Kuzma passes to Schroeder. Kaminsky with the double team. Kuzma. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Now, here's Bridges. His last outing, he had 8 points. Back to Diallo. On the wing, Booker. Over Caldwell-Pope. No good from Booker. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. Caldwell-Pope with a wide-open look. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Up top, Diallo. 8 points his last outing. Booker with no one around. That one's off. Still out of sync.
and they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
And Phoenix has possession after the miss from Contavious Caldwell-Pope. Now the Lakers on the break. It's hauled in by Diallo. Diallo's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
The Suns shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. The free throw drops for Kaminsky. DeAndre Ayton's checked in for Diallo. Both good from the line that time.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
Now here's Schroeder. Not a lot of room. Caldwell-Pope on the wing. Another miss by Caldwell-Pope. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Lakers on top, opening up a huge gap. And now let's catch up.
Thanks, Kevin. Contavious, you guys came out with a lot of energy in the first half. What got you going?
Like you said, we came out with a lot of energy. We wanted to get easy basket layups, knock down shots.
You got all that and more in that first half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. It's the Lakers out on top at halftime. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, what did you see from them?
Their ability to get into the paint and get to the rim has been deadly, constantly attacking the basket. It was clearly their intention right from the start to pound it inside as much as possible. And I don't see them straying from that strategy in the second half. It's going to be another paint-based attack.
And over to Shaq. What did you think about Phoenix?
Well, they got to do a better job on the glass. Ernie, they got outworked. They were weak physically. That's part of how they fell behind in this game. I think if they can control those things, they'll be okay, Ernie.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the 3rd period.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. It's been a clinic out there by James.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Booker with it, setting the floor for the Suns. Bridges and Saric make up the forwards. Booker out there with Chris Paul. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. LeBron dishes to Schroeder and taken away by Paul. On up the court. A nice shot by Booker.
Chris Paul at his best right there on that kind of play. A legendary distributor who spots the open man.
On the wing, James. And they double up James. Loads it up for Davis.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Suns on offense. Their next game is at the American Airlines Center in Dallas for a game with the Mavericks. That'll be the third game of this 3-game road trip. And Saric kicks to Bridges. No good from outside.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that, Kevin. That's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Schroeder passes to Davis. Some solid defense from Saric. Suns have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Tipped away. Davis with it. Out guarded by Booker. And Davis, here we go. And it's Davis finishing it off.
And once Davis got some speed under him, everyone was expecting him to go for that dunk, which is exactly what you got.
Throws it up high. The shot by Saric, no good.
So far, Kevin, the third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4.
Doubled by Bridges. Outside for Caldwell Pope. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Well, if Booker gets that kind of room out there, he's got the green light. He's had it since he came in the league.
And so James will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. And they double up James. On its way from Caldwell Pope for 2. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got his 7th assist in the game. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. And the pass to Ayton. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Saric. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Saric has got his first 2 points.
And how about capitalizing there in close? Saric has the touch to take advantage from just about anywhere.
LeBron passes to Davis. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Saric. Now the shot clock resets to 14 seconds on an offensive rebound. Brent, do you like that change?
I think digging into the numbers a little bit, Kevin, it only affects about 3% of total possessions.
Is that all?
Yeah, throughout the course of the year. Not in any given game. So it's very, very...
No kidding.
Very, very minimal what happens. But what I like is that, players have to reset quickly with 14 on the clock. And I think coaches are starting to think about how it is they might have quick sets as opposed to getting the ball to the top of the key and trying to run through a traditional set. Maybe you have quick sets after the reset to get yourself a better shot.
More strategy. Good on both.
Well, as good as AD already is, to think that there's still upside to his game, it's really remarkable. Athletic, talented, and continues to work hard to maximize his talent.
Paul can't get it to go for Los Angeles. They've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. And stolen by Booker. And here we go. Saric all alone. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And the toughness Saric provides is an important component. A physical, strong forward who does whatever is asked of him.
The Suns have been at their finest form at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes.
2 shots. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. Here's Schroeder. He's got 11. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Here's James, and it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
Well, Mikal Bridges tagged as a 3-and-D type player in the draft. Still finding his way a little bit in terms of the NBA offensive system and where it is that he can be effective.
Well, this team looking to utilize Bridges in a number of roles as he learns.
Yeah, Bridges maybe has to take a back seat to what Ayton and Booker do for this team. But it's a nice spot to settle in as the attention is on those two players. He can carve out a nice role here and continue to improve on some of his weaknesses in the offseason.
And he knocks down the first one. Free throws good from Bridges. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Now LeBron, 14 points for him. Caldwell Pope for 3. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. And it's 13 points for Kentavious Caldwell Pope. Booker looking around. Pass to Sharch. Over Caldwell Pope. Phoenix no good that time either.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Schroeder against Paul. Schroeder passes to Davis. Outside for Caldwell Pope. They get it again. Davis with the bucket. Davis has got 8 here in the quarter.
Yeah, you think you have AD rooted out, but he can use his length and use his size and get another rebound.
Booker the bounce pass to the middle. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
One shot.
This is his third trip to the free throw line in the game. Alex Caruso. He's checked in for the Lakers. And the Suns making a change here as well. Johnson, he's checked in for Mikal Bridges.
One shot.
Free throw good, Booker.
Well, there's no doubt that Devin Booker possesses a lot of great talent. The question around the league is, when the team becomes competitive that he's playing with, can he consistently carry the load on his shoulders?
And so it's Paul bringing it up for Phoenix. Here's Sharch. Doesn't go for him. Good D by Drummond. LA's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. It's deflected. They get it back. Chalk up 2 there. James has got 16. For Phoenix, they've gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. And Booker kicks to Sharch. And here is Johnson. Back to Sharch. 6 on the shot clock. Near the 3-point line, it's Booker. Phoenix no good that time either. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Caruso, the pass to Drummond. Over Booker. It's hauled in by the Suns. Sharch outside. Pass to Paul. Kicks it to Johnson. Sharch outside. Passes to Paul. Over Drummond. And the Suns miss again.
Well, the defense was right up on him, so electing to go for the fadeaway there to create some room, well, that makes sense.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
For Los Los Angeles, they have taken 10 shots from the free throw line up to this point and made 6 of them.
Taking 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And both free throws good for LeBron.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
And the Suns call time.
And Coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
Stats for Paul. He's coming off an excellent season. 3rd in assists, and his ability to pressure and disrupt defensively was obvious. He ranked 3rd in the league in steals.
And as you mentioned, top 3 in assists last year. He did a great job of setting the pace, finding the open man, making the simple delivery. Saric outside. And there's the feed to Booker. Over Caldwell Pope. And that one hits back iron. Los Angeles has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. And finished off by Davis.
There has to be some alteration in the game plan, but I don't think it's enough to shut down AD.
Now here's Paul. 6 points for him. The pass to Saric. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 6 assists in the game.
It's just a master class when Chris Paul has the ball. Great at orchestrating the offense and right there finding his teammate.
Davis with it. He's got 20. LeBron with it. Now guarded by Saric. Johnson against Davis for 3. Caldwell Pope. But they'll get another chance.
Yeah, maybe a little luck, maybe a little bit of heart. Both of those at play here. He's getting every offensive rebound.
Here's Saric, and slam dunk by Saric.
And you have to get Saric out of the paint. Once he's inside, he's ready to take it home.
Caruso kicks to LeBron. Drummond. It's good on the putback. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 20 rebounds.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Craig, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Ayton finds Paul. Sweet little floater. Paul's got 8 points.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Caruso, the pass to Drummond. He dishes it to LeBron. Shoots from the elbow. It's good. James has got 20 points.
Well, a little bit of separation there. That's the challenge. You want LeBron to make it from the mid-range. Guess what? He can do that too.
Pass to Paul. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Pass to Caruso. Davis inside, defended by Booker. Pass to Caruso. There's the three. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Booker up top. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. They grab their own miss. Ayton. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Ayton's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, if Ayton can get in that kind of position, he can be a bully on the inside.
Caruso kicks to LeBron. Now the pass to Caruso. And they call an illegal screen here.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul called.
Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Los Angeles. Crowder, he's checked in for Phoenix. Feeds it to Paul. Fades. And he comes up with the deuce. Paul's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I just love to see Chris Paul operate in that area. Slows himself down. Great balance. That's one of his many strengths.
It's tipped and stolen by Ayton. Here's Booker. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson. And that's 19 points for Devin Booker.
Feels like the other four guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
From the line, that one falls. And it's now 22 points for LeBron.
Now, LeBron does so many things so very well, including handling the ball and getting to where he wants to go.
Johnson surveying the floor. Pass to Ayton. Here's Booker. No good there. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. James right side.
Somebody didn't get the memo. You left a clear lane for LeBron James.
Pass to Crowder. Johnson outside. There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter. Booker outside. Again, the miss by Booker. And so James will bring it up for Los Angeles. And stolen by Booker. One-on-one fast break. And Crowder slams it in.
That's an instinctual scoring play from Devin Booker.
James outside. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. And it's good, 2 points. James has got 26.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Here's Booker. He's got 19. With 4 seconds on the clock, he takes it up and lays it in. Booker's got 12 points now in the quarter.
He looks to score all the time, and easy ones there for Booker.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Los Angeles. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We come back right after this. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. So for the Lakers right now, we've got Cook. Morris is out there with Kyle Kuzma. And it's Marc Gasol. And it's Caruso in at the 2 spot. And that one drops. Gasol's got his first bucket of the night.
Sensational feel in the painted area. Get Gasol the ball. Let him use his size and intelligence to full advantage.
Passes it to Crowder. And obviously some good players have taken less money for a chance at a winning championship situation. That's made some rich teams even better.
Well, you have to appreciate a player in that regard, thinking that the financial gains that he could have somewhere else and playing for a team that's not capable of doing what it is that you're trying to do, and that's win a championship, that they've decided, look, it's not about that for me. What it is about the experience of being around a team that elevates itself to being the best team in the league. And if you're fortunate enough at the highest level, Kevin, as a basketball player, to be around a championship, that experience sticks with you for a lifetime. So you do appreciate guys looking for those opportunities to be around a championship.
Cook looking it over. The pass to Morris. And again, it's the Lakers.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Here's Neto. Dishes it to Crowder. Inside. Shot good by Diallo.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Final quarter of play. About a minute and a half off the clock into it. Here is Cook. And it's blocked. Here's Crowder. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
No, he should know better. He knows that's not his game, which is why we don't see him take that shot often.
Pass to Kuzma. Can't hit that one. Good work defensively by Johnson. Left side, Crowder. And Crowder slams it in.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Lakers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Kuzma outside. You know, the NBA not the only league with great players and great play. Talk about some of the other prominent leagues around the world. There's some terrific competition.
There's some great competition overseas in the Turkish leagues. Some very good players that play in the Russian league. There are some great players who are coming out of Australia, and we're actually seeing players now skip playing in the G League to go down to Australia to start their development and professional careers. So when we talk about the world game, Kevin, we're not joking around. It's a very real thing, and we continue to invite the best players that we can find, and they come from all over.
And both free throws good for Kuzma.
And positionless basketball, all the rage, and Kyle Kuzma really fits that mold. Is he a 3? Is he a 4? I don't know, but he gets buckets.
Count that one. Diallo's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Cook dishes to Gasol. To Kuzma. Johnson with some nice D. And very light-footed is Kuzma. Moves well for his side.
You know, kind of a tweener in terms of build, but he has the ability to light up that scoreboard, something every team can use.
And here is Los Angeles now. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points, and the officials have called the illegal screen right there. And a quick look at how the Suns' schedule is shaping up. On Saturday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Dallas Mavericks. And then on Wednesday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Carter outside. He kicks it to Johnson. Up top, Diallo. Defended by Gasol. Here's Johnson. It's rebounded by Gasol. And it's Cook with the ball for Los Angeles. Here's Caruso. Here's Kuzma. Lays it up off the glass.
Good presence there. Already in his shooting motion, he spotted the open man and made the unselfish play.
Here's Neto. Passes it to Crowder. And how often do players argue calls knowing that they are in the wrong? They know they're going after something that was the correct call.
Let's just say often, Kevin. I mean, you just never, the whistle.
Are they thinking ahead in terms of saying?
I don't think so. It's emotional. It's just an emotional reaction. I mean, you're out there running around and doing what you do, and you get a whistle, you're going to react to it like, oh, I did something wrong. Why am I in the principal's office right now? I want to get my side out. I know you saw it. Everybody does.
It sounds like you may have done a lot of that.
I try to avoid that, Kevin.
Did you? Yeah.
Oh yeah. I don't think that's healthy for you and your reputation.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Johnson. And both free throws good for Johnson. Here is Cook. A lot of missing stats from the 60s and 70s, but if we could go back and look at those actual numbers, any players you think would really be catching our eye in terms of, wow, I didn't know that guy was that good, or he's better than I thought he was?
Well, don't we always look at the incredible, mind-boggling numbers of Wilt Chamberlain
yes,
and think, what was that guy doing?
Yeah.
And we don't even have half of it.
No.
So Wilt Chamberlain comes to mind first. What I think about Kevin when that question comes up is how many great players through the 70s and also really through the 80s, because the three-point line wasn't accentuated enough, missed the opportunity to be even greater scorers. I mean, Jerry West with a three-point line.
Can you imagine that?
You got to be kidding me. So there's a lot of gap of those players too, that also because of changes in rules and because the three-point line wasn't in, that we would be talking about in terms of nostalgia and their accomplishments with a much different voice.
Even someone as recent as Jordan, with the rules the way they are now.
Absolutely.
Be unbelievable.
With the openness of the floor and what Michael could do, as if he wanted to prove he could do more.
Exactly. There's the pass to Kuzma. Now here's Gasol. He's covered closely, and he recovers it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep. It's hauled in by the Suns. Here's Neto to the inside. A slam dunk by Diallo.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see them get up like that.
You know, Brent, how candid can players be in their answers in the post-game interviews about what has happened or what they're feeling at that time? In other words, is there a danger to being too honest as a player?
There could be, Kevin. I mean, anytime you express some of your vulnerabilities, and if it's done at the right time, somebody's going to take advantage of it. What we've seen over the past couple years is, forget about when it is that the media is asking you questions. Most players are taking it to their social media accounts where they're able to get the message out without being baited by somebody with regards to a question. They can expound on whatever it is that they're feeling at that time, and that helps them to control the messaging a little bit more. And I think that trend is going to continue and continue to grow.
Here's Gasol, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And there's the foul against Phoenix.
Defensive Player of the Year back in 2003. Gasol entered the league with a raw skill set, a lot of size, and we've seen the determination.
2 shots.
First free throw is good.
As he enters his mid-30s, Marc Gasol showing no signs of slowing down. If anything, I think he's a better all-around basketball player.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Cook. Davis comes in for Morris. James checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Alex Caruso. Gasol drops 2. And through his first 8 seasons in the NBA, Marc Gasol made a total of 12 three-pointers. Nowadays, Greg, he'll make more than that in a month.
And you ask around, he's always been capable. A great shooting touch. It's just a different job description for big men nowadays.
And Saric kicks to Booker. Off target from outside. And here's Gasol. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Pass to LeBron. Brent, we have seen some international showcase games the last few years. Do you like that trend?
Oh, absolutely. I like the fact that our league, we know how global it is with how many players from different countries are represented throughout the rosters around the league. But for our game to travel around to London and to Mexico City and have an opportunity for those fans to see what NBA basketball is like, I think it's an absolute win.
I'd like to see more.
Well, more time for those teams. The timing of some of those trips for some teams are a little bit tough in terms of the travel, but their appearances there mean so much more to grow the game globally.
Bridges against LeBron. To the paint, here's Paul. The Lakers with the rebound. Davis has got 11 rebounds in the game. Gasol passes to Davis. Paul against LeBron. Over Paul. Here's Harrell. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. Frank Kaminsky picks one up.
Harrell did everything he could there to try to get the and one opportunity. Let's see if he can knock down some free throws.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Jared Dudley's checked in for James. Alex Caruso comes in for Caldwell-Pope. And Cook subbed in for Davis.
One shot.
The free throw off from Harrell. Something Commissioner Silver has mentioned, Brent, the possibility of a mid-season tournament. You ever see that happening?
It'd be interesting to see if that idea grows some legs here, Kevin, and adopting what it is that in soccer leagues in Europe have done for many years, because teams hone in on what those individual cups mean and the competition raises, and you earn something for the end of the year. If Commissioner Silver can find a way to get that done, it becomes very intriguing instead of an all-star weekend to have teams gather for a mid-season tournament with something on the line. Elevated competition.
Well, kids play that at high school. They play that in the college level. It would make sense that it could fit in the NBA as well.
It'd be interesting, and especially halfway through the year, to reinvigorate your fan base with something like that, I think would be great.
Good point. Diallo kicks to Johnson. Another three for Phoenix.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Here is Cook. Pass to Dudley. is Cook. Little high post. Buried from 15 feet out.
You know, Harrell brings energy to the game, not just with his feet and hands, but he also will bring it in the way he communicates.
Akobo, the pass to Johnson. And the rejection by Harrell. Los Angeles has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. 1:52 left here in the fourth quarter. Misses from short range.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough. Such a big part of what he does for this team, just work and work on the boards, generate second chance opportunities, and hopefully convert.
Cook, the pass to Harrell. Knocked loose. Pass to Caruso. Here is Dudley. Here is Cook. 6 to shoot. From deep three-point range. It's hauled in by the Suns.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it, just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Lakers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for LeBron.
He was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And the Lakers making a change here. Jones is checked in. A big group substitution here for Phoenix. That one misses.
Not a perfect trip to the free throw line, but they'll take what they can get at this point.
32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Gasol. It's blocked. Saric against Jones. The shot by Saric, no good. They've shared the load offensively.
And guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
Gasol deciding where to go with it. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easy. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. AD, it looked like you guys were having some fun out there. Is there a new dynamic coming up offensively?
No, we just don't care who scored the ball. You know, the ball movement was great. Everybody's rebounding and talking. So when we play like that, it's fun to watch. You know, and everybody out there having fun, smiling, a lot of emotion. That's all we asked. That's all coach asked for, and we did that tonight.
Good win tonight, AD. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.